We'd still be back there. That makes the perfect loop. Oh, yeah. That's awesome. That's a nice fucking whip. Ready for a beer first, too. Fuck! Where's my... You didn't pull that back all the way, did it? Cut it down. I didn't get the crash, man. I didn't think you pulled there. His biggest problem is... I thought he wrote it off, though. I just thought he wrote it off. Non-defender.
Get it on camera. Shovel?
Filling that up for it.
Yeah, give me a shovel. Give me the shovel, I'm filling that up.
That was good. Good style. Nice. That's nice.
It's gotta be smooth.
Nice. Oh yeah.
It's gotta be smooth.
Make it smooth.
Huh?
Good job, bro. Oh yeah. Nice. And I'm almost out of bed. Yeah! Little catwalk action. Nice. Well, we almost took off. Oh, nice.
Devil!
Action shot. I like that bird.
What was that?
Jack Nicholson takes a stand, says, "You want answers?" Tom Cruise says, "I want the truth!" That's my favorite scene. I love that shit. But yeah, so I'm leaving there and he was like, "It's Tupperware." I'm like, "So it is." He was like, "Throw it on the ground." Like, and he's like, "You see, that shit is strong. You, my friend, should have a party." Tupperware party is what he was referring to. So, yeah, so I'm like, no Tupperware, no Amway, Nader weed guy. He's like, I buy gold. Wow. He's like, I buy gold because he does a lot of shit for a living on top of just selling weed, Amway, Tupperware, and he buys gold. Anyway, yeah, you see the signs for this, you hear the ads. On the radio, they're all trying to buy our gold. I buy gold, we buy gold, cash for gold, bring in your gold. I'm like, chill, man, I'll take care of it. I'm like, How much gold do you think that we have? Anyways, I mean, who do these people really think that we are, huh? Leprechauns? Just kind of hanging out, hoarding onto our pots of gold, waiting for the right opportunity. Finally, we hear the ad, cash for gold. We're like, ooh, make me lucky stars, I'm off to send me pot of gold. You can't do that voice. Look at me funny. Man. I was watching some late night TV the other night. It was like a live feed. It was a live feed from like a high-end drug rehab, and it was a live feed from their auditorium. They had lectures, professional lectures from professional people. You can tell that they've been doing it a long time, and they're telling these crazy stories to the people in the audience. I guess students or drug addicts or whatever you want to call them. They're telling these incredible stories. Like, one of them is, this guy's talking about how he like died and came back to life from ODing like 3 times in one night. Other guy like got so freaked out from doing way too much blow that he was like convinced that his arm was turning against him, and he actually like sawed his own arm off. Yeah! Yow! And this other guy, he's talking about how he was a complete recluse and became like a schizophrenic and was too scared to leave his house for like 1.5 years, and he's like crapping in pizza boxes. And I'm thinking, how is it that all of these guys are such wonderful public speakers? I mean, how did that happen? These guys are so polished. I mean, was this all part of their big plan? You think that guy was standing in his garage and he's like, the guy's standing in his garage and he's like, someday I will tour and discuss this. But that one guy is like, this'll be a showstopper, they're gonna love this one. Boy. Yeah. So, this guy wins the lottery. I think he won like $60 million. And he's talking. He's going to buy a bunch of houses all around the world. He's going to travel. He's going to see everything. He's going to help his family. He's going to help relatives, you know, and give to charity and whatnot. You know, if I were to come into a large sum of money that was going to change my life forever to where I was set for life and I didn't have to worry. I mean, not that I wouldn't eventually get to all that stuff that I just listed, but I think I would just get in bed and just lay there for a while, you know? Just gonna lay there for a while and like eat hot dogs. I'm not saying I would do it for like the rest of my life, just for like a while, just for like the first like 1 or 2 years of this. You know, just eat hot dogs with cheese wrapped in bacon with a toasted bun. It's called the Swinky Frankie, it's delicious. Google it. I would do this like until, I mean, of course, until I started to like gain weight, then, you know, take the bacon off. And then, I mean, it's not even that I haven't even laid in bed for long periods of time. I want to be able to do it like guilt-free, you know, guilt-free. Like right now, if I were to lay in bed all day doing nothing, I would just be saying to myself, you know, tomorrow I grow up, tomorrow I grow up. Or, you know, I'm sure like smoking pot would be that much more enjoyable as well, because again, you wouldn't have that guilt. Like if I were laying in bed all day and smoking pot, I'd be like, I'm such a disappointment, my dad must hate me, my dad must hate me. But if I was set for life, it would be like, fuck my dad and my mom, who gives a shit, I'm set for life. Yeah, those are my new jokes. Appreciate it, everyone, thank you. Enjoy. David Middleton, everybody. Thank you, David. Thank you. Oh, I got one more. Too fucking bad. You're done. You're cut off. See you in 2 months. Thank you. I just realized I got here and I was 40 minutes late. And everybody's like, I thought you were dead. Oh my God, I'm so glad you're here. I thought you were dead. Everybody thought I was dead. No one bothered to fucking leave though. Right? Like that's, you really care. Like, fuck, where's John Henry? I don't know. I think he's dead. $1.50 tacos when I get some, sure. Another beer? Where's John Henry? I don't know, maybe he's good. Put it in his tab. Moving along, our next comic, I believe, is probably ready now. After that little scare of not being ready. He hasn't been here yet. We're just last laughing at his comedy all over the valley. He's very, very funny. Please put your hands together. He's got a funny name, so hell, he might as well be funny. Teddy Bearskovich, everybody. Wow. Teddy Bearskovich.
Okay. All right, to start, you guys will have to forgive me. Obviously, I'm a little bit not with the program tonight. And it started because I got a huge fight with my cats before I left. And how the argument started is I realized I was watching this special about pet psychics, and the ladies were talking about how much smarter animals are than we give them credit for. And it really creeped me out because I started having flashbacks several times I whacked off with cats in the room. And before I didn't care, it was like, so what? I love cats, but it was almost like inanimate objects. I didn't think they thought much about it, but now I know they can feel my shame. And anyhow, one of the weird things is I recently became unemployed, and I have way too much time on my hands. And this isn't even a joke. It sounds like I truly. I was really bored, and I just happened to see I had my Bigfoot costume in my closet, so I put on my Bigfoot costume, and I chased the cats around the apartment. And I tried to, but the weird thing is they didn't even react to it. They were just like, basically, go fuck yourself, you hairy bastard. They didn't have any reaction whatsoever. But what's really strange to me is they don't care if I'm in my Bigfoot costume, but if I don't have my shirt on, they won't be in the same room as me. Which, that's acceptable when I'm walking off. But what I realized about that, though, is that I'm fat. Really, really fat. And I just realized this recently, and I started going to the gym, and the gym trainer was like, what are your goals? And I told him, well, I just want to be able to walk against the wind and not have to hold my shirt like this so that the wind doesn't press up against my chest and make me look like I'm ready to squirt milk out of my fat hairy lips. And the worst part is he said, you just have more realistic goals. And, I also forgot to mention, what about my cats is I started realizing I think one of them is gay. And not just because he likes watching me whack off, but right before I left, he told me my shoes don't match my belt. And he's been listening to a lot of Lady Gaga music, which brings me to my next point. I actually had to perform at a gay bar, and I'm not gay. And again, I'm just generic and cheesy to say that. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I was trying to perform some music because I recently was at another place that they did like performance art type stuff, not really so much comedy, and so I wanted to show I have diverse talents. And right before I do these next few songs, if you guys could do me a favor, and please don't record any of this, because I'm only going to perform part of the songs and see if you guys can figure out what they are. And I don't want like the videos to go out over the internet, and I don't make any money off of it with my amazing talent. So hold on just a moment, please. See if you can figure out what these songs are. Another one bites the dust. That was another one bites the dust.
Just whatever.
This next song is the very first song I ever performed with my notes. It's been a while since I performed.
I'm going to bring it up.
Please bear with me. Can't touch this. That was Can't Touch This. And when I was at the gay bar, I realized I was having a hard time getting, it was a really tough crowd. And I don't mean tough as in like, hey motherfucker, I'm gonna kick your ass, but tough like, get off the stage, bitch! And I was trying to win them over, and so, first of all, I realized my songs weren't gay enough. So I performed some gay songs, so here's a couple of gay songs. Bo, 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 bo. That was Bo. And another song for the gay songs was what in the butt? Seriously, what in the butt? And that was what in the butt. I don't actually know the notes part of that song. Well, another thing I did to try to win over the crowd was my first joke. I have to see how this works on straight audiences, but I was like, so what's the deal with vaginas anyway? Gross. And it worked better there than here right now. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, if there happens to be any hot single ladies in the audience tonight, that was a joke. I don't think vaginas are gross. But if you're ugly and fat, no, seriously, vaginas are fucking gross. Alright, now I'm going to perform. This is a song, one of my cats who I love dearly, he's no longer with me. I used to perform this with him, and it's done to, his name was Shady. And this song, I used to perform with him, and it's to Salt-N-Pepa's Push It. Ooh, shady, shady. Shady, shady. Ooh, shady, shady. Shady, shady. And then this is the part of the cat. Meow, 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 Thank you. That was Salt-N-Pepa's Push It to the tune of Shady. And I perform more, but it's actually kind of fucking weird. And it's pretty annoying. Also, I recently contracted hearing aids because I have a hell of a time hearing people. It's been going on for years, and it's been nice in one way because it's cool to have a conversation with somebody else and you're not having two different conversations. But on the other hand, I can hear what shitheads are saying now. And I was at the movie theater, and they were playing, it was for a 3D movie, and they were playing a preview for Cats vs. Dogs, or I don't know, Cats vs. Dogs, Miss Kitty Saves the World, or something like that. Whatever it was, and I unfortunately overheard someone say, "Oh my God, that's amazing! How do they get the animals to talk like that?" And she was a 3-year-old girl, but still, come on, it's fucking computers, retard. And then the other thing that was really like, oh my God, was she's all, "Hey, look, mommy, I'm in 3D." Yeah, that was that's not better before. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up with. I shouldn't even do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. This is an impression. See if you guys can figure out what this is. Oh my God! Oh my God! I can fly! I can see my house from here. This is amazing! Ow! Ow! My back! Anybody? Okay. That's if when girls have lower back tattoos and wings on their back, if those wings suddenly turn into real wings, they'd be flying around with their ass up in the air and be really painful and uncomfortable. My whole point is, if you're going to get the wing tattoos, get them on your upper back, because if they do turn into real wings, then they'll look normal when you're flying around. Anyhow, thank you guys very much. Have a good night. I'm Teddy Bears.
Teddy Bears Convention, everybody. That took a lot of getting ready. Apparently. Vaginas are gross. Maybe. I don't know. Alright. Your next comic, who should we have? Who should be and who is it? Go down the list. Let's let the audience decide who the next comic is. Let's pick a number 1 through 6. 6? Oh, 6. Okay. Alright. Coming up next is a guy who performs all over the valley. He performs regularly at the Ice House. He's really funny. I don't know. He's a little guy. I'm going to more the microphone arm. Please put your hands together for Con Staminos. Come on, Con. Bring it up. Tear it up. Let's get the crowd up. Let's go. Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Wireless mic. It's fancy. I didn't notice while I was watching it. This is pretty neat. So let's see how this goes. I'd pay attention if I were you, because I'm very funny. It's true, I just won 2nd place in a comedy contest. Yeah, right? I would have got 1st, except I forgot to be friends with the guy who runs it. That was my error. I noticed that later. I don't know how great I feel today, performing in a hoodie. I feel like some kind of hood rat or something. My goal tonight is to get a laugh out of Born and Susie Essman. I'm joking, I'm not into one. The rain kind of messed me up today because, well, for obvious reasons, I don't like humidity. I have very high maintenance hair. Takes a lot of upkeep. I have to wash it a lot. Because it always wants to clump. My hair's very naturally clumpy. It wants to be dreadlocks real bad. I have to wash it all the time to make sure it doesn't happen. Huh. This just happened to me. I was walking down the street and this homeless person came up to me and he started yelling at me. And then he just walked away. And he like disappeared into the ether, so I was just left there feeling awkward. And I didn't really know what to do. So I just looked at the other civilians on the street and I gave them a look, like homeless people, right? And no one is even looking back at me. Like I'm getting no solidarity from the world. And I realize it's because everyone else thinks I'm also homeless. Like they think that's just a homeless gathering that happened. That's a problem I have, people thinking I'm homeless. Like if someone thinks I'm homeless, I can't really do anything to change that. I just am homeless to that person forever. There's no way to prove that you're not homeless. And I found that out the hard way. I found that out when I woke up in an apartment complex swimming pool. On a lawn chair apartment complex swimming pool, and not an apartment complex I lived at. And there were just two girls swimming in the pool, and they noticed me stirring awake, so they started talking to me. And then I realized when they were talking to me, they thought I was homeless, and I had no idea how to prove that I wasn't. Because what I said, I told them, I have a home, it's just not here. And I realized as I was saying it that that's exactly what a homeless person would say. I was like, yeah, I wouldn't buy that either. But then they invited me to swim with them, which got me way excited. I totally thought they were hinting at a swimming pool threesome. I saw no way that wouldn't happen. What did happen was they got out of the pool as soon as I got in. Because apparently the sight of me in my underpants was more horrifying to them than a homeless man loitering around. I guess they were fine with a homeless person, but not if he has the body of AIDS Christ. I agree with you. This is exciting. That's a cool truck. Grave digger? Oh yeah. Where was that leading? I feel very judged by this table. Yeah, you're like the panel. They're going to critique me afterwards. Just climbing up. Which one's Simon? Simon's not on the show anymore. It's outdated. I should say which one's J-Lo, which one's Steven Tyler. They're the new judges. Kept up? No one knows. You got the ass for it? I hope so. I gotta do jokes. They're getting angry. The crowd's getting restless. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say that like I've always looked like this since I was about 13. Since I grew a beard, I've always looked like this. But only now people have started to offer me pot. Which is weird because this is the most put together I've ever looked. Like I've always looked like this or more unkempt. Like believe it or not, this is my swan face. But I don't smoke pot, but I did once. But it doesn't count because I was on top of the mountain. I don't see why that would count. Shit. What happened was I got drunk and I climbed a mountain with some hippies. bees in the middle of the night, and at that point, someone handed me a joint, and I was just like, well, I climbed the mountain, I can do this. So I smoked it. And my reaction to smoking pot was it made me not want to be drunk, which was kind of a terrible feeling. I never felt that before. And I really don't want to not want to be drunk. I want to be drunk. Like maybe being high is fine if you're not drunk, but I'm not interested in doing anything I can't do drunk. And that counts driving. Because I'm awesome at drunk driving. I'm not bragging, that's just the facts. The cops don't think so, but I disagree. I'm really good at drunk driving, and I wish I wasn't so good at it, because if I'm driving home alone, drunk in the middle of the night, that means I probably don't want to get home safe. Yeah, it means I've been out all night hitting on girls and striking out, and now I wouldn't mind crashing into something, just because it would be a nice change of pace to be in a physical trauma. But so far, no luck. Maybe someday.
You want a beer?
We'll see. Tonight can be one of those nights. We'll try. It seems like a good bar to get into a fight in. I think I have one coming. If you don't like what you hear, start something. Oh boy, I can't help myself. I actually struck out with this girl who took a breathalyzer and she was 5 times the legal limit. Like she had to sign her name on the bar. She set the record and she still wouldn't give me the time of day. So she would sooner blow a .45 than me. I think that's all the jokes I have. My name is Con. Thank you everybody.
Stamadianos, is that what it is? Oh my gosh, I said it right. I never. Alright. Coming up next, this guy was not originally slated to be on the show. But the nice thing about Bridges is not only do we get great crowd support, but we get great support by the other comics. We had a comic not show up tonight. This guy said, hey, I'll step in and take his place. He's a really funny guy. I took comedy classes with this guy. He performed at the Improv and all cool places all over town. Please put your hands together for Mr. Nick Jeppesen.
How's everybody doing?
Yeah!
Hey, were you the guys in Deliverance? Oh, that guy's with this shit. So we got Michael Caine here. Let's see, Mr. Caine. Thank you so much. How's your guys' day going? Catch you later. So, any religious people here? No? We're drinking, right? Well, good. Drinking is your religion. That's great. You know, and drinking can be your religion because this is America, goddammit. And you can have any religion you want. This is a free country. I don't care. Nobody cares what you worship. Buddha, Jesus Christ, Christian. Who gives a shit? You could worship the inside of a zebra's ass. Nobody cares. Worship a monkey penis. I don't give a shit. You know that in like one of those Far Eastern countries like Indonesia or Thailand or something, that prostitutes worship these monolithic phallic symbols, phalluses, You do that? Well, are you a prostitute? No. You don't look beautiful. Thanks for interrupting my joke. I'm sorry. No. Anyway, so I'm all flustered now. So what? Anyway, what I can't believe about that is that in China they worship penis statues. I mean, how could that be? When it was on Discovery Channel that I saw that, and of course, when I first saw that, I was so taken aback. I said, well, why can't we get that kind of dedication in our prostitutes? Where's this country coming to? We have no manufacturing jobs. We need better disciplined prostitutes. This country is going straight to hell. Anyway, I was the child of an alcoholic. My father was an alcoholic. And, geez, I never really understood. I mean, how could you waste your life? It just doesn't make any sense. You're basically buying liquor and booze just to throw your money away and waste your life. And I know I'm getting serious here, but anyway, I was drinking with my father the other day, and we're talking about porn, because I actually quit porn. Not making porn, but looking at it. But I did look at a few dating websites the other day. For example, I tried one called Date a Cougar, and but I quit it pretty soon because I'm really not into the whole bestiality thing. And another thing is I don't, I mean, if you're doing animals one minute, what's to stop you from doing a vegetable? Hey, forklifts are expensive. What? That's just something I'll just ignore. What? What's to stop you from doing a vegetable? In fact, I think I got a good idea right there. Just pay me $32.99 a month, and you can have sex with this watermelon. I think I lost it. Anybody? How are you doing today, sir? Ma'am? Oh, don't fuck with me, man. Don't be fucking. Ma'am, are you brother and sister or husband and wife? Or both? Yeah. That's cool. I actually set the question up with that intention.